Welcome to Movie Time. Today, we're excited to bring you our selection of the top 10 hidden action movies currently streaming on Netflix. These movies will keep you hooked from start to finish, immersing you in non-stop thrills, intense moments, and heart-pounding scenes that won't let you look away for even a second. By the end of this video, you'll probably discover a few new favorites to add to your must-watch list. If you enjoy these movie summaries, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share it with your movie-loving friends. Stay tuned until the very end and let us know your favorite film in the comments below. Number 10. Earth and Blood. Earth and Blood is a 2020 French action thriller set in a remote sawmill. The story follows Saeed, a reserved and hard-working man who owns the sawmill and lives with his teenage daughter, Sarah. He is dealing with personal struggles, including a terminal illness and financial difficulties, while trying to protect his daughter and maintain his business. One day, a young employee arrives at the sawmill with a dangerous secret. Unknowingly, he has stolen a large quantity of drugs from a gang and hidden them in the sawmill. When the gang discovers the theft, they track the young man to the sawmill, determined to retrieve their contraband at any cost. As the gang launches a brutal assault, Saeed is thrust into a violent fight to protect his daughter, his employees, and himself. With limited resources and a deep knowledge of the sawmill's layout, he uses his wits and the environment to counter the gang's attacks. Number 9. Extreme. Extreme is a 2021 high-octane Spanish action thriller that follows the story of a former hitman named Max. After years of working in the criminal underworld, Max has retired and is trying to lead a quiet life. However, his peace is shattered when his younger brother is brutally murdered by a ruthless drug lord who is tied to a series of criminal activities. Max's life is thrown into chaos as he becomes consumed by grief and rage, vowing to get revenge on those responsible for his brother's death. He embarks on a dangerous journey to track down the criminals, which takes him through a series of violent confrontations and brutal action sequences. As Max gets closer to uncovering the truth, he finds that his own past is not as far behind as he thought, and he is forced to confront both his enemies and his inner demons. Number 8. The Pirates, The Last Royal Treasure. The Last Royal Treasure is a 2022 Korean action fantasy that follows a daring and thrilling adventure set during the Joseon dynasty. The story begins when a royal treasure which was lost at sea many years ago resurfaces, sparking a fierce battle between pirates and government forces who both wish to claim it. The treasure holds great historical significance, and its recovery is believed to secure immense power. The film centers around a group of pirates who embarks on a perilous journey to find the treasure. The crew must navigate treacherous waters and face numerous challenges, including encounters with rival pirates, dangerous sea creatures, and government agents. As the crew sails across unpredictable seas, they must also contend with internal struggles and shifting alliances. Their enemies, led by a ruthless pirate captain, are equally determined to seize the treasure. Number 7. Trigger Warning. Trigger Warning is a 2024 action thriller film that follows Parker, a highly skilled Special Forces officer who returns to her hometown after the sudden death of her father. Upon her arrival, she discovers that her father left her his bar, a place filled with memories and a sense of community. However, Parker's return is far from peaceful. As she begins to settle into her new life, Parker quickly realizes that the bar is more than just a family legacy. It is also a hotspot for criminal activity. A violent gang, led by a ruthless leader, has been using the bar as a front for their illegal operations. Determined to honor her father's memory and protect the community, Parker decides to take a stand against the gang. Number 6. Exterritorial. Exterritorial is a German action thriller centered on Sarah Wolf, a former Special Forces soldier who struggles with PTSD. While visiting the U.S. consulate in Frankfurt with her son Josh to apply for a visa, Sarah is shocked when Josh goes missing. Authorities deny ever seeing him, and Sarah is left to navigate a complex and dangerous situation to uncover the truth. As Sarah digs deeper, she discovers a web of lies and corruption involving Eric, a security officer at the consulate who holds a dark secret. Eric's past is tied to a betrayal that occurred during an ambush in Afghanistan where Sarah's platoon was killed. This event sets off a series of conspiracies that ultimately link back to Sarah's son. Sarah's relentless pursuit of the truth forces her to confront both her past and the dangerous individuals involved in the conspiracy. Number 5. My Name is Vendetta. My Name is Vendetta is a 2022 Italian action thriller that follows Santo, a former mafia enforcer living a quiet life in northern Italy with his wife Ingrid and teenage daughter Sofia. Santo has left his violent past behind, hiding from those seeking revenge for his old crimes. However, their peaceful life is shattered when Sofia unknowingly uploads a photo of her father online. The image is recognized by the enemies of Santo's past, leading to a brutal attack on their family. Santo and Sofia narrowly escape, but Ingrid is murdered. Devastated and seeking revenge, he unveils his dark past to Sofia. Determined to protect Sofia and settle old scores, he trains his daughter in the ways of survival and combat, forging her into an unlikely accomplice in his mission for vengeance. The duo embarks on a dangerous journey to take down those responsible. Number 4. Point Blank. Point Blank is a 2019 action thriller film that follows the story of Paul, a nurse working at a hospital in a bustling city. His life takes a drastic turn when he encounters an injured man, Abe, played by Frank Grillo, who is brought to the emergency room. Paul is unaware that Abe is a fugitive wanted for his role in a violent robbery. When a group of dangerous criminals break into the hospital to finish Abe off, Paul is forced to help him escape in order to protect his wife, who has been kidnapped as leverage. Now on the run, Paul finds himself in a dangerous cat-and-mouse game, caught between the law and the criminals. The criminals demand that Paul help Abe, whose survival is key to their plans. As he navigates the city's underworld, Paul is faced with tough choices, trying to keep his wife safe, while also trying to outwit the police who are hunting him down. Number 3. Close. Close is a 2019 action thriller film that follows Sam Carlson, a highly skilled bodyguard who is hired to protect Zoe Tanner, a young heiress and daughter of a wealthy businessman. Initially, Zoe is resistant to Sam's protective measures, but as the danger escalates, the two women begin to trust one another. Sam's tactical expertise is tested as she faces off against a well-organized criminal network that will stop at nothing to get to Zoe. The stakes grow higher, and Sam must use all her training to outsmart and defeat the people trying to harm them. As they navigate their perilous situation, Sam's protective instincts come to the forefront, and she finds herself becoming not just Zoe's bodyguard, but her unwavering protector. The film takes viewers on a tense, action-packed journey through the desert and remote areas, as Sam fights to ensure Zoe's survival. Number 2. True Memoirs of an International Assassin.
He might actually be the real deal.
It is a 2016 action comedy about Sam Larson, a mild-mannered writer of spy thrillers played by Kevin James. Larson's life takes an unexpected turn when his latest novel, Memoirs of an International Assassin, is mistakenly published as a true story. The book details the exploits of a ruthless assassin known as the Ghost, and soon after its release, Larson is mistaken for the real deal. Caught in a dangerous web of political intrigue and mistaken identity, Larson finds himself kidnapped by a group of Venezuelan rebels who believe he is an international assassin. They demand that he help them execute a high-stakes plot involving the country's corrupt government officials. To make matters worse, a CIA agent gets involved, further complicating Larson's attempts to escape. Despite his lack of actual combat skills, Larson is forced to rely on his knowledge of spy novels and his own creativity to survive. Number 1. AKA.
Une nouvelle vie, une nouvelle identité.
AKA is a 2023 French action thriller film that follows Adam Franco, a special ops agent tasked with infiltrating a dangerous crime gang. The mission kicks off with Adam being embedded in the Pasteur crime syndicate, an organization linked to a terrorist suspect. His journey is fraught with peril as he works his way up the gang's ranks, demonstrating his combat prowess to earn the trust of the gangster boss, Victor Pastore, played by Eric Cantona. Adam's quest is not just about espionage. He finds himself bonding unexpectedly with Victor's stepson, Jonathan. The film highlights intense action sequences and expertly choreographed fight scenes, illustrating Adam's skills and the harsh realities of his undercover work. Thank you so much for sticking around until the end of this video. If you enjoyed what you watched, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our future content. Feel free to leave a comment down below, share your thoughts, or suggest topics you'd like to see in upcoming videos.